Today we will bring you stories on lip sync, Dr. Jordan's ghost stories, and we will have a special political discussion with the Rotunda's Keenan Crump and Corey Morris regarding the upcoming midterm elections. Stay tuned for all that and more on this episode of The Rotunda Show. Hello and welcome to The Rotunda Show. I'm Tara Carr. Last Friday, the Red Flag Campaign Walk was held at 3 p.m. on Stubbs Lawn. The walk was designed to gain awareness and promote the prevention of dating violence on college campuses. The walk was open to everyone and all proceeds went to Madeline's house. Nicole Dells has more on the story.
We're here on Stubbs Lawn, where Longwood students came out to help raise awareness about sexual and domestic violence for the Red Flag Awareness Campaign.
This seems to be a big event. And you all, evidently, you all care a lot about promoting the awareness of domestic violence and sexual assault. And again, that's a good thing here on campus.
Participants walked to help raise awareness about sexual and domestic violence, as well as promote healthy relationships. Members of the Longwood Belly Dancer Club performed at the event, and several survivors shared their own personal stories.
He tailgated into my dorm and opened my door. When I saw him walk through my room door, an instant fear overcame me. We argued some more. He destroyed my property, and he smacked me for the first time.
People say a lot of things, oh, she's asking for it, look at what she's wearing, or she's flirting with him, but none of that doesn't mean anything. If you say no to somebody, that means no. That means don't do it, leave me alone, even if you're dating them. If you say no, that means no.
She judged me because she assumed that the dance was sexual in nature, and she implied that I was probably asking for it. I never asked for it. I never thought about it, but here I stand. I'm a dancer and a victim, but it won't stop me from doing what I love to do. So whatever you want to do, be a dancer or anything else, do it, because there are only so many tomorrows.
You're not alone. A lot of victims feel like they're alone in this issue, or they feel trapped. So just know that there is help, there's support. Go out there, find those resources, and get the help that you need.
Everybody has somebody that they can go to, whether it be a friend. The Action Alliance has a hotline always available. We have great counselors at the Health and Wellness Center. There are many means of somebody going to get assistance if they need help. Any form, just talk to somebody.
Visit www.theredflagcampaign.org for more information. This is Nicole Dales.
On Sunday evening, Dr. Jordan kept the October tradition alive at Longwood by telling his infamous ghost stories. Dr. Jordan's traditional tales feature chilling ghost stories of Longwood's history.
Talked about tonight were unusual things that are said to have happened at Longwood way back to March 5th, 1839, when it was called the Farmville Female Academy, up to this year. So unusual happenings, students, faculty, staff, townsfolk, the kinds of things that you start thinking about when the air gets cool in the fall and the leaves start to fall and things die and witches and goblins appear. You know, legends and myths and tales, that's what I talked about.
The event ended with the annual Halloween bonfire. Refreshments were provided by Lancer Productions. Congressman Perriello was spotted on campus Monday talking to Longwood student veterans. Rotunda Show reporter Chris Toby has the story.
And the Veterans Affairs Committee is one of the few places where we've still been able to sit down and put
Congressman Tom Perriello took a break from the campaign circuit to visit Longwood veterans and local retired service members. The goal of the discussion was for him to gauge how effectively the veteran benefits had been supporting the service members. Longwood's Veteran Association advisor, John Miller, explained there was a good reason for the congressman to come visit Longwood's veteran community.
You know, the experiences of veterans and military service members run the gamut. We have Vietnam vets here on campus. We have men and women who served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom. And we have, members of the reserve in the reserves too. So, we're a microcosm of the service world.
To campus, and to thank him for reaching out to us to discuss issues.
Veteran Association President Austin Ling said there were plenty of reasons for veterans to come out.
He would be the one that has direct input onto any changes that we may feel are necessary to improve the way things are done as far as Veterans Affairs and benefits, especially educational benefits.
This wasn't Perriello's first trip to Longwood. but it was his first trip to focus on veterans. He had been active in Congress working on a new veterans bill and couldn't pass up this opportunity for feedback.
Obviously he's been to Longwood a bunch and knows what a great group of students that you have here, and had heard about the great work that the Longwood Student Veterans Group has been doing since I guess the group was founded a few years ago.
The participants had about 45 minutes to ask the congressman questions, and they took notes about what they could expect out of Washington as they get ready to release their new veteran support bills. Reporting for the Rotunda Show, I'm Christopher Toby.
Particularly if you got say.
Midterm elections are coming up next Tuesday, and to represent both ends of the political spectrum, we have with us Corey Morris, news editor for the Rotunda, and Keenan Crump, political correspondent. Welcome.
Thank you.
So just let's open up, talk about your columns that are coming out in the paper today.
Well, my column kind of focuses on what's going on with some of the close midterm elections that we're having coming up this Tuesday, November 2nd. Kind of focuses on what needs to be changed in these elections, and kind of forecasts the people I think who are going to win.
Okay, and Keenan?
Well, as you all may know, Corey and I had competing columns in the Rotunda before as far as the Virginia gubernatorial race last year. So while he sort of represents the conservative side, I'll come off with the liberal or democratic sides, if you will.
Okay. And Corey, tell me, when you hear the word Democrat, what do you think?
Well, what comes to mind automatically is change. Of course, we've seen that in 2008. But I think a lot of kind of social problems, Democrats like to focus on those, and just kind of, they go after, I guess, the little man.
And what about you, Keenan? What do you think when you hear the word Republican?
Well, when I hear the word Republican, I sort of think beholden to the past, more traditional values, big on defense as Reagan was when he was president. So that's what I think about when I hear about Republicans and conservatives.
Okay. And just tell me, what are your thoughts, and either of you can answer this, but what are your thoughts on the uprise of the Tea Party?
I think the Tea Party has a valid point in what they're bringing to the table. They have a foundation rooted in the fundamental values of the country, I think. In some ways, it's a return to what the Founding Fathers believed in. In other ways, it is a more extreme conservative view than what we're used to.
And Corey, I think, hit it right on the head when he said extreme and conservative. Now, they claim to want to return back to the times of the Founding Fathers. However, you see many of the Tea Party candidates out there who hold the Constitution up as a political prop, but then sometimes they don't even know what's actually in the Constitution. Now, I do believe that you've got to take this group very seriously. If you're a Democrat or someone who doesn't necessarily agree with them politically, they seem to have grown in numbers, and they're going to be a force for a while, and you got to take them seriously. They do, like Corey said, some of their points have been valid, but I just think they are a little bit misguided right now.